and the relationship between the two unclear. We'll share the latest. Plus, we may be feeling the coldest temps of the winter season, but officials are looking ahead to the warmer seasons, getting ready for another year battling an invasive species here in the Evergreen State, which gets underway at the end of March. We'll talk about that. And the winter weather, while mild in our neck of the woods, led to some costly repairs for a school in southern Oregon. The gymnasium roof collapsed under the weight of the snow, and work crews were already on scene to fix support beams. We'll talk that and what we could expect as far as snow totals in southeast Washington as the show starts up here right on KIMA KEPR Action News. Boy, is it a Thursday.
I guess so, yeah.
You know what? I'll take it. We all get through the week eventually here. Let's jump right over to weather, though, because it's not too bad. You know what? I'm Dave Furtado, by the way. We should start with that, too.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
Hey, we're off to a great start this morning. Despite the cold temperatures, though, it's pretty clear outside. Not a whole lot to write home about in terms of those clouds or anything like that. I know we were looking at snow in the forecast.
Yeah.
What is it looking like for today?
Yeah, so far we're clear, but that is going to be changing as we go throughout the day. That snow is coming. Now, it isn't going to be abundant, but we are going to be looking at some snow across the forecast area as we go through today and as we go through tomorrow. And there is going to be additional snow chances as we go through parts of the weekend. So even though we are off to another pretty clear morning, a pretty cold morning as well, don't be fooled, because today is going to be a lot different than days prior. In Yakima this morning, though, the big highlight at present time is still those very cold temperatures. We're at 13 degrees with a west wind at 10 miles an hour. When you factor in that wind chill, we are feeling like -1 degree in Yakima this morning, so please be advised of that. There's our Tri-Cities weather cam that is not currently working. Here is a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. Snow showers are going to be possible on this Thursday. Snow will be continuing into Friday, and then we are going to have additional weekend rain and snow chances. We'll talk about all three of these weather headlines in greater depth coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima. We now know the identity of the man who was found shot to death Sunday in the 1400 block of Folsom Avenue. According to Yakima County Chief Deputy Coroner Marshall Slight, it's 21-year-old David Hernandez. He was found with a gunshot wound to the neck at about 10:40 p.m. A 1-year-old boy who had also been shot was found with Hernandez. He is now in stable condition and is expected to recover. So far, no information has been released about the relationship between Hernandez and the young boy or what may have happened. If you have any information, you're asked to contact the Yakima Police Department. And a man was arrested for possessing multiple forms of fentanyl and methamphetamine. The man was charged with 3 counts of possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver. Yakima County Sheriff deputies were conducting a traffic stop when they noticed a small baggie with a white substance residue. After being denied consent to search the vehicle, deputies got a warrant and found 4 forms of fentanyl and 1 form of methamphetamine, a digital scale, Suboxone strips, and multiple baggies used for drugs. The man was booked into the Yakima County Jail and is awaiting his bail hearing. Kennewick firefighters are working to figure out what started a fire in a shop yesterday morning. Just after 8:30, crews were called to the 4600 block of Medline Avenue for a fire in an outbuilding that was putting off more smoke than flames, say officials. The cold temps did throw a bit of a wrench into the initial battle plan. The closest fire hydrant was frozen, though firefighters say they got by without it.
It doesn't present too much of a challenge in this particular case. We had 3 engines and a truck out here on this call. We had lots of water on board for the type of fire that we had, so we ended up being in good shape.
Now, fire leaders say there were no injuries reported. And while we're in the middle of winter, preparations are already underway to help get rid of the Japanese beetles this spring and summer. The Yakima Valley hasn't seen a spike in the beetle population, though Franklin County, which also includes Pasco, has.
Because we're going from a 1 square mile treatment area to about an 8 square mile treatment area. So a substantial increase in the properties that we're going to be treating in Pasco and in Franklin County. So there are things that we did in Grandview and Wapato and all those other cities as well, but we're just doing them for Pasco now because, well, the project has expanded quite a bit.
Now, the department is also encouraging everyone in the quarantine areas to keep signing up for their free treatment, which will start March 31st. The governor has also declared the week of February 24th as Invasive Species Awareness Week across the Evergreen State. While we might get some snow, it won't be anything like the snow in southern Oregon. It's estimated, an estimated 700,000 pounds of snow caused the roof of a school gym to collapse. And you can see that collapse right in this video. The work crew was already on scene at North Medford High School because 3 of the roof support beams broke earlier Tuesday morning. That crew then witnessed the collapse as they were working alongside the building. Luckily, the only injury was a scraped knee. And with more active weather expected across the Tri-Cities in the coming days, we're going to check in with our local road crews to see how they plan to keep the roads clear. Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland have all dedicated road crews who are trained to operate heavy equipment like these snow plow trucks to keep the roads clear.
So we continually throughout the day monitor the weather reports that come into us, and then depending on what they say determines on what preventative actions we do. We'll go out and pre-treat intersections and hills if needed, and then when snow actually hits the road.
Now, the city of Kennewick has a team of about 7 people who regularly treat roads with de-icer, but anytime there's a significant amount of snow, there can be as many as 30 people working to keep the roads clear. And with that, let's jump right over to meteorologist Jefferson Donovan to talk about the weather. But I first have to bring up this Medford gym collapse. I know you work in Medford, so it's kind of a crazy story.
It is crazy. Southern Oregon has been getting hit with record amounts of snow. East of the Cascades in Oregon, they've been getting upwards of 2 feet of snow over the last week or so. Houses have been collapsing, and that Medford gym collapse as well just kind of shows how much snow they've been getting. Now, luckily, we're going to get some snow, but it's not going to be anything like they have been getting in Southern Oregon and Northern California. But some snow is on the way, some accumulating snow at that. Even the Tri-Cities could see 1 inch to 3 inches of snow between today and tomorrow. As we look at what you can expect for today, it is going to be the coolest day. This week has been cold, but today is going to be the coldest of them all. Daytime high temperatures will only be rising into the mid upper 20s, and we are going to be introducing that chance of some snow showers to the forecast this afternoon, really continuing through tomorrow. We will talk about the Storm Tracker Futurecast, and we'll also talk about your weekend forecast in more detail coming up.